we're back for 2015. We're at the halfway mark, halfway through the decade. And yeah, 2014 wasn't necessarily a good year, as I've already mentioned. So going through this one more time, on the Prog Rock website here, drilling down into the top 100 albums of all subgenres, just studio, of all country for 2015. Let's see what we got. I'm going to be talking about those albums that I do know of and that I'm familiar with, and skipping over those that I don't. So you're going to see where my lack of knowledge is within this beautiful genre of music is. And starting us all off, number 1, Hand Cannot Erase by Steven Wilson. I'm trying to remember what my 2015... I think that was Beard. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out if it's on here. Hand Cannot Erase. Brilliant album. Still loved it. It was a little bit of a disappointment after the Raven That Refused to Sing. Like, Raven Refused to Sing this here, and then Hand Cannot Erase is about here. So just that little bit of a gap, I'm like, oh, man. But still, fantastic work. Still return to this. Some of his best music to date is on there. And I also really love the Anecdoten. Until All the Ghosts Are Gone. This was an album that I had discovered pretty late in the game, but I really like that. Don't know Nemo. I don't know Nemo. So let's start to dig deep and find out where we are. Ooh, Third Degree with ones and zeros. Very good. I really like Volume 0 more than Volume 1, but still has some really good moments on there. Riverside with Fear and the Time Machine. Love, Fear, and the Time Machine. I like this one. I like this a little bit more than I liked the album that they released prior to that. There we go. Now I'm remembering that 2015 was a little bit of a better year after 2014. The Deer Hunter with Act 4, Rebirth and Reprise. Really strong work. And the album that got me into Leprous, which was The Congregation. This was one that I reviewed for this channel. This was like the first full year of this channel. So yeah, that was fun. Not too familiar with these guys. Christian Brune coming back with the Black Codex. It's a very interesting experiment. I really like how it started off. I think it started off very strong. Some really good pieces on there. The T Club with Grappling. This was one that I liked. I really liked this one. It has some really good moments on there. Let's see what else we have. Yes. Beardfish took the #1 spot for the 2015 with Comfort Zone. This album was so good. And I still keep coming back to it. It's so unified. All the songs are exactly where they need to be. And they went out on top. They really did. This was their best work. And it just happened to be their last one as well. Let's see here. Anything else? Oh, Mystery, Delusion Reign. Still like this album. Not quite as much as The World Is a Game, but still really good. Still really fun. I think I actually listened to Fetish. I don't think I did a review from that. Fun neo-prog. Let's see what else we got on here. Caligula's Horse. That was on here. Another one from Christian Broom. Earthside came out. Yeah, they're a fun little progressive metal outsuite. This is where I think Haken's influence is really starting to shine through. Coma Eclectic was a little bit of a letdown, if I'm being perfectly honest, especially after how big Parallax was. But where else were they going to go, in all honesty? Hibernal, another great one, After the Winter. This was a really fun one. Really like the story of that one. Frank Zappa, Dance Me This. Let's see here. Anything? Oh, there's another Christian Brune with the Black Codex again. He put out quite a bit of music that year. Man was not bored for sure. Let's see here. What else do we have? Getting into a little bit of... there's Perfect Beings #2. Interesting that Perfect Beings 2 made the list, but Perfect Beings, the first one, didn't. I actually bought this one. I got it signed by the band. Love this one. Not as much as I like the first one, though. The second last song off of that was really good, but the rest were just... It was fine. There we go. Spirit, Comedy of Errors. Love this album. I think this one made my #2 of 2015. This is one that if you haven't listened to, go and check it out. Great neo-prog. And great neo-prog from this... I felt like this was going to be a next level for neo-prog, and unfortunately it didn't quite stick. Let's see here. Well, that looks like the Rotobones. Let's see, what else we got? Getting into, again, another little bit of a no man's land. because I'm not recognizing any of these albums. Let's see here. Oh, The Gentle Storm. I remember this one. This was Annika and Arjun Lucason's project, where it was a double album. One was more folky and soft, being the gentle part, and one was metal, which was the Storm part. And both albums, it was the same songs, just done differently. Very, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I really like the project, and I like the final product of it. Very, very fun. Tim Bowness from No Man was on here. Let's see, anything else? Coming into the final 10, anything else that was piquing my interest of this year? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I think that might be it. So yeah, we're starting to get back on track, but still not great. You know, there was still some really, really good stuff. I really like that Gentle Storm as we go by it. But yeah, I think the Gentle Storm was like... Spirit was fantastic. Like, those albums that came out that were good, but there's a lot of shifting through not great. Yeah, like, now that I'm looking back, like, Between the Buried and Me was a little bit of a letdown. Earthside was good, but not quite as good as I think everybody else was making it. And, like, we're at, like, number 30 here, right? And this is where we're starting to get to some good stuff. Like, Mystery was good on that one. That is way too low, or high, I guess. That should have been higher up, because it was my favorite album. T-Club was really good in that sense. The first collection for the Black Codex was really good as well. And then we got, so these ones were pretty strong. Congregation, The Deer Hunter, and then we get to Steven Wilson, Hand Cannot Erase. So yeah, this was another one of pretty quick, some really good albums, but overall I do feel like 2015, like, we're starting to enter into that lull, because I do remember from 2013, like the end of that, all the way through until, well, we haven't quite gotten out of it. There was a little bit of a lull within music in that sense. So yeah, what albums from 2015 weren't on this list that you wished were? What albums did you really like from this list? Let me know all about that, as well as all the other stuff from 2015 by commenting down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next up, we've got 2016, so look out for that. Really having a blast looking through all these different albums. So yeah, I guess until that one, thank you guys so much for watching, and until the 2016 video, notes out.